नमस्कार फ्रेंड, आप सभी का स्वागत है। ऑल इंडिया सेंट्रल बैंक रिटायर्ड ऑफिसर फेडरेशन ने पुनः GMHR को एक पत्र लिख के 17 नवंबर को रिलीज ऑफ मॉनेटरी बेनिफिट ऑफ एडिशनल स्टैग्नेशन इंक्रीमेंट इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन 11th Bipartite Settlement /8 Joint Note dated 11th November 2020. As per the 11th Bipartite Settlement, one additional stacking increment has been introduced for Scale 1 officer to Scale 4 with effect from 1st November 2017. Friends, under the settlement, a different treatment has been prescribed for release of stagnation increment as under. The officers who had already moved to last stagnation increment in the respective scale will receive the benefit of one additional increment after 2 years of receiving the last stagnation increment with effect from 1st November 2017, whichever is later. And the B condition क्या था? For all other officers who were in the service as on 1st November 17, stagnation increments already drawn by them with frequency of 3 years will be readjusted with frequency of 2 years. The benefit of this reworked stagnation increment shall be notional from 1st November 2017 and monetary benefit shall be payable from 1st November 2020 or actual date, whichever is later. The aforesaid provisions clearly speaks that the officer in scale 1 to 4 under clause A who had already received last available stagnation increment in the respective scale are eligible for monetary benefit of newly introduced additional stagnation increment in terms of 11th bipartite with effect from 1st November 17 or 2 years after receipt of the last available stagnation increment, whichever is later. However, our HRD retired RBD department have allowed such officers only notional benefits of additional stagnation increment from 1st November 17 and monetary benefit from 1st November 2020, which is incorrect. It is much relevant to mention here that a response to queries raised by the different banks seeking clarification with regard to date of release of monetary benefit of newly introduced additional stagnation increment, the IBA had issued detailed clarification wide circular dated 5th June 2021. IBA circular clearly mentioned that the officers who had already received last available stagnation increment in respective scale shall receive the benefit of newly introduced additional stagnation increment 2 years after receiving last available increment in scale with effect from 1st November 17, whichever is later. The aggrieved officers have been time and again approaching to the bank for allowing them monetary benefit of additional stagnation increment with effect from 1st November 17 instead of 1st November 20 as per provisions of settlement, but the matter still remains unsolved. In view of foregoing submission, we seek your kind intervention in the matter with an earnest request to advise the concerned departments to have a relook of all such cases and to allow them the monetary benefit of the additional stagnation increment with effect from 1st November 17, keeping with the next and spirit of the joint note. जिन ऑफिसर्स को स्टैग्नेशन इंक्रीमेंट का मॉनेटरी बेनिफिट 1st नवंबर 17 से मिलना है इंस्टेड ऑफ 1st नवंबर 20, यानी देयर आर डिफरेंस ऑफ 3 इयर्स, उनको अविलंब स्टैग्नेशन इंक्रीमेंट का जो मॉनेटरी बेनिफिट है उसके दिलाने के लिए GMHR से हमारे सेंट्रल बैंक रिटायरीज एसोसिएशन ने आह्वान किया है और इस बात पर GMHR को गौर करके रिटायरीज का जो भी बेनिफिट इसमें मॉनेटरी मिल सकता है उसे अविलंब दिलाना चाहिए और इस बात का डायरेक्शन देके और कॉपी हमारे यूनियन को भी करना चाहिए। थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स, नमस्कार।